Everyone, it is a privilege to stand before you today, to talk about a subject that is close to my heart, becoming a woman of excellence. Excellence is not about perfection. It is about constantly striving to be the best version of ourselves in every area of life. It is about embracing our strengths, overcoming our weaknesses, and leaving a mark wherever we go. Commit to lifelong learning. Excellence is not a one-time achievement. It is a continuous journey of growth and self-improvement. One of the most powerful tools for achieving excellence is committing to lifelong learning. A woman of excellence understands that knowledge is limitless and that there is always room to grow, no matter how much she has already accomplished. She does not settle for what she knows today, but actively seeks to expand her mind, refine her skills, and stay relevant in a constantly evolving world. Lifelong learning is not just about formal education, although that is an important aspect. It extends beyond degrees and certificates to personal and professional development in all areas of life. It means being curious, open-minded, and hungry for wisdom. It involves reading books that challenge your thinking, attending seminars and workshops that expose you to new ideas, and engaging in discussions that push you beyond your comfort zone. A woman of excellence does not limit herself to one field of knowledge. She embraces diverse perspectives and explores various subjects that contribute to her overall growth. In a rapidly changing world, continuous learning is essential for staying ahead. Industries evolve, technology advances, and new ideas emerge every day. Those who refuse to learn risk being left behind, while those who adapt and seek knowledge position themselves as leaders in their field. A woman of excellence is not afraid of change. Instead, she embraces it by learning new skills, acquiring fresh insights, and staying informed about global trends. She understands that growth comes from challenging oneself, taking on new experiences, and being willing to unlearn outdated beliefs while adopting new perspectives. Lifelong learning is also about personal development. It involves understanding oneself better, recognizing strengths, identifying weaknesses, and working on becoming the best version of oneself. A woman of excellence takes time to reflect on her experiences, learning valuable lessons from both her successes and failures. She seeks mentorship, surrounds herself with people who inspire and challenge her, and remains open to constructive criticism. She does not view feedback as a personal attack, but as an opportunity to improve. Beyond personal and professional growth, learning also extends to emotional intelligence, relationships, and self-awareness. A woman of excellence understands the importance of learning how to communicate effectively, manage conflicts, and build meaningful relationships. She is not just knowledgeable in her career, but also in navigating the complexities of human interactions. She seeks wisdom in dealing with challenges, whether in the workplace, at home, or within the community. Committing to lifelong learning also requires a mindset shift. It is about seeing every experience, good or bad, as an opportunity to grow. It means having the humility to admit that one does not know everything, and the courage to ask questions and seek answers. A woman of excellence does not allow pride or fear to stop her from learning. Instead, she embraces curiosity, seeks guidance from those who have walked the path before her, and remains a student of life. In a world where distractions are abundant, it takes discipline and intentionality to commit to lifelong learning. It requires setting aside time for personal growth, prioritizing education, and continuously pushing oneself to evolve. A woman of excellence does not make excuses. She finds ways to invest in herself, whether through online courses, mentorship programs, or self-study. She understands that knowledge is an investment with lifelong returns, and that every bit of wisdom gained brings her closer to excellence. The pursuit of knowledge is not just about personal gain, it is also about making a difference in the lives of others. A woman of excellence does not hoard knowledge. She shares what she learns, empowers others, and contributes to the growth of her community. She uses her wisdom to inspire, uplift, and guide those around her. She understands that by continually learning, she sets an example for others to follow, creating a ripple effect of growth and excellence. Develop a strong sense of purpose. A woman of excellence does not drift through life aimlessly. She is guided by a strong sense of purpose. Purpose is the foundation upon which excellence is built. It is what gives meaning to our actions, fuels our passions, and drives us to push forward even in the face of obstacles. A life without purpose is like a ship without a compass, easily tossed by the waves of uncertainty and lacking clear direction. But when a woman has a strong sense of purpose, she moves with confidence, knowing exactly what she is working toward and why. Finding one's purpose is a journey that requires self-reflection and intentionality. It begins with understanding one's strengths, passions, and values. A woman of excellence takes time to discover what truly fulfills her, whether it is a career, a cause, or a mission that aligns with her core beliefs. She listens to the desires of her heart and recognizes the unique gifts she has been given. She does not compare her path to others because she understands that purpose is deeply personal. Instead of seeking validation from society, she looks inward to define what success and fulfillment mean to her. Once she identifies her purpose, she commits to it wholeheartedly. She sets clear goals, breaks them down into actionable steps, and remains disciplined in pursuing them. Purpose is not just a vague idea, it is something that translates into daily actions. A woman of excellence does not wait for the perfect moment to begin. She takes small, intentional steps every day that move her closer to her dreams. She embraces challenges along the way, understanding that setbacks are not signs to quit, but opportunities to refine her vision and grow stronger. A sense of purpose also gives resilience. Life is full of obstacles, and there will be times when things do not go as planned. But when a woman knows why she is on her journey, she does not easily give up. She perseveres because her purpose fuels her determination. She sees failures as lessons rather than defeats, using them to strengthen her character and deepen her wisdom. A woman of excellence does not allow temporary struggles to derail her from her long-term vision. Instead, she adapts, learns, and finds new ways to move forward. Living with purpose also means making intentional choices. A woman of excellence does not say yes to everything. She carefully evaluates what aligns with her mission and what does not. She is not afraid to walk away from distractions, relationships, or opportunities that do not serve her ultimate goals. She understands that true fulfillment comes from staying true to herself rather than trying to meet external expectations. A strong sense of purpose is not just about personal success, it is also about impact. A woman of excellence recognizes that her gifts and talents are not just for her own benefit, but to serve others as well. She seeks ways to contribute to her community, uplift those around her, and use her skills to make a difference. She understands that purpose is most powerful when it extends beyond the self, creating a ripple effect of inspiration and transformation in the world. Be resilient and embrace challenges. Resilience is one of the defining qualities of a woman of excellence. Life is unpredictable, and no matter how well one plans, challenges will arise. However, what sets a woman of excellence apart is her ability to rise above difficulties with strength and grace. She does not allow obstacles to break her spirit. Instead, she faces them head on, learning and growing from every experience. Resilience is not about avoiding hardship, but about developing the mental and emotional strength to overcome it. Every great success story is built on resilience. The most accomplished women in history did not reach their goals without facing failures, criticism, and setbacks. But instead of giving up, they used their struggles as stepping stones to success. A woman of excellence understands that failure is not the opposite of success, but a crucial part of the journey. She does not see challenges as roadblocks, but as opportunities to learn valuable lessons, refine her approach, and build greater perseverance. To cultivate resilience, a woman must develop a strong mindset. She trains herself to think positively even in difficult situations. She replaces self-doubt with self-belief and focuses on solutions rather than problems. When faced with adversity, she does not dwell on negativity or complain about unfair circumstances. Instead, she channels her energy into finding ways to overcome them. She understands that challenges are temporary, but the lessons they teach last a lifetime. Embracing challenges also means stepping out of one's comfort zone. Growth does not happen in ease and familiarity. It happens when we push ourselves beyond what we thought we were capable of. A woman of excellence is not afraid of uncertainty or difficulty. She willingly takes on new experiences even if they come with risks and fears. She understands that every challenge she faces strengthens her character, builds her resilience, and prepares her for greater opportunities ahead. Resilience is also about emotional strength. Life can be overwhelming at times, and it is easy to be discouraged by failures, rejections, or disappointments. But a woman of excellence does not allow emotions to control her actions. She practices emotional intelligence by managing stress, staying calm under pressure, and maintaining a positive outlook. She does not let negative experiences define her self-worth. Instead, she acknowledges her emotions, processes them, and then moves forward with renewed determination. A woman of excellence also knows that she does not have to face challenges alone. She seeks support when needed, whether from mentors, friends, or family. She surrounds herself with people who uplift and encourage her rather than those who bring her down. She understands that resilience is not just about individual strength, but also about having a strong support system to lean on during difficult times. At the core of resilience is the ability to keep going despite setbacks. A woman of excellence does not give up on her dreams simply because the road is tough. She stays committed, adapts when necessary, and remains focused on her vision. She understands that success is not about never falling, it is about rising every time she does. She refuses to let circumstances dictate her future. Instead, she takes control of her destiny with courage and perseverance. By embracing challenges and building resilience, a woman of excellence becomes unstoppable. She develops the inner strength to face anything life throws her way, knowing that every struggle is shaping her into a stronger, wiser, and more powerful individual. Cultivate discipline and hard work. Discipline and hard work are the cornerstones of excellence. A woman of excellence understands that success is not built on luck or mere talent, but on consistent effort and dedication. Discipline is the ability to stay committed to a goal, even when motivation fades, and hard work is the relentless pursuit of progress despite obstacles. Many people have dreams, but only those who are disciplined and hard-working turn them into reality. A woman of excellence does not rely on fleeting bursts of inspiration. She establishes routines, builds productive habits, and commits to continuous improvement. Discipline begins with time management. A woman of excellence values her time and understands that every moment is an opportunity to move closer to her goals. She does not procrastinate or waste time on unproductive activities. Instead, she prioritizes her tasks, sets deadlines, and follows through on her commitments. She recognizes that distractions are everywhere, but she exercises self-control to stay focused on what truly matters. Whether it is waking up early, sticking to a schedule, or dedicating time to personal growth, she remains consistent in her efforts. Hard work goes hand in hand with discipline. A woman of excellence does not shy away from effort or expect success to come easily. She is willing to put in the extra hours, go the extra mile, and refine her skills through practice and persistence. She understands that mastery takes time and that excellence is built on the foundation of continuous effort. She does not settle for mediocrity. She strives for greatness by pushing herself beyond her comfort zone. She is not afraid of failure because she knows that each setback is an opportunity to learn and grow. Discipline also means making sacrifices. A woman of excellence understands that achieving her goals may require her to give up short-term pleasures for long-term rewards. She is willing to say no to distractions, unhealthy habits, and anything that does not contribute to her success. She embraces the discomfort that comes with growth, knowing that it is a necessary part of the journey. She does not allow laziness, self-doubt, or fear to hold her back. Instead, she remains committed to her vision, even when the process is difficult. Hard work is not just about effort. It is also about working smart. A woman of excellence constantly evaluates her strategies, seeks ways to improve efficiency, and learns from those who have succeeded before her. She is proactive in finding better methods, adapting to new challenges, and refining her approach. She understands that working hard without direction is not enough. She combines effort with strategy to maximize her results. A disciplined and hard-working woman also takes responsibility for her actions. She does not make excuses or blame circumstances for her failures. Instead, she holds herself accountable, learns from her mistakes, and finds ways to improve. She does not wait for opportunities to come to her, she creates them through persistence and effort. She understands that success is not given, it is earned through dedication and resilience. Build confidence and self-worth. Confidence is a powerful trait that sets a woman of excellence apart. She believes in herself, her abilities, and her potential. She does not seek validation from others because she understands her own worth. Confidence is not about arrogance or thinking she is better than others. It is about having the self-assurance to pursue her goals, speak her mind, and take up space in the world. A woman of excellence does not shrink herself to fit into society's expectations. She stands tall, knowing that she has value and purpose. Building confidence starts with self-acceptance. A woman of excellence embraces who she is, including her strengths and weaknesses. She does not compare herself to others or feel inadequate because someone else seems more successful. Instead, she focuses on her own growth and appreciates her unique qualities. She understands that confidence comes from self-awareness, and she takes the time to reflect on what makes her special. She does not dwell on past mistakes or insecurities. Instead, she learns from them and moves forward with a positive mindset. Confidence is also developed through action. A woman of excellence does not wait until she feels ready to pursue her dreams. She takes action despite her fears. She understands that courage is not the absence of fear but the ability to move forward despite it. The more she steps out of her comfort zone, the more her confidence grows. She challenges herself, takes risks, and proves to herself that she is capable. Every small success builds her belief in herself, and she uses that momentum to keep pushing forward. Self-worth goes beyond confidence. It is the deep understanding that she is valuable, regardless of external validation. A woman of excellence does not base her self-worth on achievements, appearance, or others' opinions. She knows that her value is inherent. She does not allow negative comments, failures, or setbacks to diminish her sense of self. She surrounds herself with positivity, practices self-care, and reminds herself of her strengths. She refuses to settle for less than she deserves, whether in relationships, career opportunities, or personal aspirations. A woman of excellence also speaks and carries herself with confidence. She expresses her thoughts clearly, makes decisions assertively, and does not let self-doubt hold her back. She knows that her voice matters and that she has the right to pursue her ambitions. She does not apologize for her success or downplay her achievements. Instead, she owns her accomplishments with pride while remaining humble. Confidence and self-worth are cultivated through continuous learning and self-improvement. A woman of excellence invests in her personal growth, acquires new skills, and expands her knowledge. She understands that the more she learns and grows, the more confident she becomes. She takes pride in her progress and celebrates her journey, knowing that every step forward brings her closer to her fullest potential. Take care of your mind, body, and soul. Excellence is not just about success in work or achievements. It is also about overall well-being. A woman of excellence understands that in order to perform at her best, she must take care of her mind, body, and soul. She does not neglect her health or burns herself out in the pursuit of goals. Instead, she prioritizes balance, knowing that self-care is essential for sustained success. Taking care of the mind means feeding it with positive thoughts and continuous learning. A woman of excellence guards her mental space by avoiding negativity, limiting self-doubt, and practicing gratitude. She surrounds herself with inspiring people, engages in meaningful conversations, and stays mentally stimulated. She is aware of the impact that thoughts have on actions, so she chooses to cultivate a positive and growth-oriented mindset. She manages stress through meditation, mindfulness, or other relaxation techniques that help her stay focused and centered. Caring for the body is just as important. A woman of excellence recognizes that physical health impacts energy levels, mood, and overall well-being. She nourishes her body with healthy food, engages in regular exercise, and prioritizes rest. She does not abuse her body through unhealthy habits or neglect its needs. She listens to it, knowing that a strong and healthy body enables her to pursue her ambitions with greater energy and resilience. The soul also requires nourishment. A woman of excellence takes time for spiritual or emotional growth, whether through prayer, meditation, journaling, or spending time in nature. She seeks moments of stillness to reflect, connect with herself, and find inner peace. She understands that true excellence is not just external success, but internal fulfillment. She practices kindness, gratitude, and compassion, both for herself and for others. Balance is key to sustaining excellence. A woman of excellence knows that overworking herself without taking care of her well-being will only lead to burnout. She sets boundaries, takes breaks when needed, and ensures that she is nurturing every part of her being. She values rest as much as productivity because she understands that a well-rested mind and body are more effective. By taking care of her mind, body, and soul, a woman of excellence ensures that she has the strength, clarity, and energy to pursue her dreams without compromising her well-being. She embraces the journey of growth while also enjoying the present moment. She understands that excellence is not just about achieving great things, but about living a fulfilled, healthy, and balanced life. Develops strong character and integrity. A woman of excellence is known for her unwavering character and integrity. She understands that true success is not just about achieving goals, but about maintaining honesty, ethics, and moral principles in all aspects of life. Character is what defines a person's reputation and legacy, and integrity is the foundation upon which trust and respect are built. A woman of excellence does not compromise her values for temporary gains or societal pressure. She remains steadfast in her principles, even when no one is watching. She chooses honesty over deceit, fairness over favoritism, and righteousness over convenience. Developing strong character begins with self-awareness and accountability. A woman of excellence takes time to reflect on her actions, ensuring that her decisions align with her values. She is not afraid to admit her mistakes because she understands that personal growth comes from acknowledging weaknesses and striving to improve. She does not make excuses or shift blame. Instead, she takes full responsibility for her actions and works toward being a better version of herself every day. She upholds integrity in both her personal and professional life, ensuring that her words and actions reflect honesty, reliability, and trustworthiness. Integrity also means being consistent in one's values regardless of circumstances. A woman of excellence does not change her principles based on who is watching or what she stands to gain. She treats everyone with fairness and respect, whether they are colleagues, family members, or strangers. Her comments are confident, her morals are strong. She does not engage in gossip, deceit, or manipulation to get ahead. She believes that success achieved through dishonesty is short-lived, and that true success is built on a foundation of honor and ethical behavior. Strong character also includes resilience in the face of adversity. A woman of excellence does not allow hardships to shake her moral compass. Even in challenging situations, she stands firm in her beliefs and refuses to take shortcuts or betray her values. She understands that integrity often requires making difficult choices, but she is willing to sacrifice temporary comfort for long-term respect. She remains true to her word, follows through on her commitments, and strives to be a positive example for those around her. Integrity and character are also reflected in how a woman of excellence treats others. She believes in kindness, empathy, and treating people with dignity. She does not judge others harshly, but instead offers support and encouragement. She is fair in her dealings, honest in her communication, and dependable in her relationships. She understands that the way she treats others speaks volumes about her character, and she strives to be someone who uplifts, inspires, and brings out the best in those around her. Master the art of effective communication. A woman of excellence understands that communication is one of the most powerful skills she can develop. Whether in personal relationships, the workplace, or leadership roles, effective communication sets the foundation for success. It is not just about speaking clearly, but about listening, understanding, and responding with wisdom and empathy. A woman of excellence knows that words carry power. They can build or destroy, inspire or discourage, unite or divide. Therefore, she chooses her words carefully, ensuring that they reflect her intelligence, confidence, and respect for others. Effective communication begins with active listening. A woman of excellence does not just hear people, she listens with intent, making an effort to understand perspectives, emotions, and underlying messages. She does not interrupt or dismiss others, but engages in meaningful conversations where every voice is valued. She practices patience and openness, recognizing that true understanding comes from attentiveness and respect. By being a good listener, she builds stronger relationships, earns trust, and gains valuable insights from those around her. Confidence in speech is another hallmark of effective communication. A woman of excellence speaks with clarity and conviction. She does not mumble, hesitate, or downplay her thoughts. She believes in what she says and expresses herself with assurance. Whether presenting an idea in a meeting, engaging in a debate, or sharing her thoughts in a personal conversation, she ensures that her words are precise and purposeful. She does not fear public speaking or difficult conversations because she has developed the skill of conveying her message with confidence and grace. Empathy plays a crucial role in communication. A woman of excellence understands that effective communication is not just about getting her point across, but also about making others feel heard and valued. She is mindful of her tone, body language, and the emotions behind her words. She approaches conversations with kindness and seeks to resolve conflicts with understanding rather than hostility. She does not use harsh language, sarcasm, or aggression to make a point. Instead, she communicates with wisdom, ensuring that her words uplift rather than tear down. Adaptability in communication is also essential. A woman of excellence understands that different situations require different approaches. She adjusts her communication style based on the audience, whether she is speaking to a friend, a superior, a subordinate, or a child. She knows when to be formal, when to be casual, and when to be assertive. She does not impose her viewpoint forcefully, but engages in discussions with respect and an open mind. She values constructive criticism, welcomes feedback, and seeks continuous improvement in her communication skills. Surround yourself with positive and ambitious people. The people a woman surrounds herself with play a significant role in shaping her mindset, habits, and overall success. A woman of excellence understands that she cannot achieve greatness alone, nor can she allow negativity to hold her back. She is intentional about the company she keeps, ensuring that she is surrounded by individuals who uplift, inspire, and challenge her to be better. She recognizes that toxic relationships drain energy, limit potential, and hinder growth. So she sets boundaries to protect her peace and progress. A woman of excellence chooses friends, mentors, and colleagues who share her values and ambitions. She seeks out people who encourage her to aim higher, push past limitations, and strive for continuous improvement. She understands the importance of having mentors, people who have walked the path before her and can offer guidance, wisdom, and valuable insights. She does not see mentorship as a sign of weakness, but as a tool for accelerated growth. She values learning from others and actively seeks advice from those who have experience and knowledge in her areas of interest. Positive and ambitious people create an environment of motivation and accountability. A woman of excellence surrounds herself with those who celebrate her successes, support her during challenges, and encourage her to keep going. She avoids people who belittle her dreams, discourage her efforts, or constantly bring negativity into her life. She understands that energy is contagious, and she chooses to be in the presence of individuals who radiate positivity, determination, and enthusiasm. Networking is another key aspect of surrounding oneself with the right people. A woman of excellence builds meaningful professional and personal connections. She engages in communities, attends events, and seeks opportunities to collaborate with like-minded individuals. She understands that success is not just about what she knows, but also about who she knows. She nurtures relationships, contributes value to others, and fosters a network of support that helps her achieve her goals. Give back and make a difference. A woman of excellence does not measure success solely by personal achievements, but by the impact she has on others. She understands that true fulfillment comes from giving back, whether through mentorship, charity, leadership, or simple acts of kindness. She does not live for herself alone, but seeks ways to uplift those around her. She believes in using her talents, resources, and influence to create positive change in her community and beyond. Giving back can take many forms. A woman of excellence volunteers her time, shares her knowledge, and supports causes that align with her values. She mentors young women, helping them navigate their paths with confidence and wisdom. She contributes to society by being a voice for those who cannot speak for themselves, advocating for justice, equality, and opportunity. She does not wait for grand moments to make a difference. She understands that even small gestures, kind words, a helping hand, a listening ear can have a profound impact. A woman of excellence believes that success is meant to be shared. She does not hoard her blessings but extends them to others, creating a cycle of generosity and growth. She understands that true greatness is not just about personal gain, but about leaving a legacy of kindness, empowerment, and positive influence. She is committed to making the world a better place, not just for herself, but for future generations. In the journey of becoming a woman of excellence, there is no final destination, only continuous growth, learning, and impact. Excellence is not about perfection, but about striving to be the best version of yourself each day. It is about standing firm in your values, pursuing knowledge, surrounding yourself with the right people, and making a meaningful difference in the world. As you walk this path, remember that excellence is a habit, a mindset, and a commitment. Embrace challenges as opportunities, believe in your own potential, and never stop evolving. The world needs strong, intelligent, and compassionate women who lead with integrity and purpose. Be that woman. Be the woman who inspires, uplifts, and transforms. The journey may not always be easy, but it will always be worth it. Keep striving, keep growing, and keep shining as the woman of excellence you are meant to be.